So, since internet is finally back at my house, apartment, I move into my house on Wednesday. You don't care. Okay, anyway. The Japanese are crazy. So big news this week was the fuck? Okay, so big news this week was the release of Everyday Katyusha, which is AKB48's newest single, and it is also the Senbatsu General Election single, meaning, for the noobs, that if you buy it, you get a ballot. This is one ballot per single, but this ballot is one vote in the Senbatsu election. Senbatsu is the popularity contest. Senbatsu it literally means selection. Really, we should be calling it the election, but we call it Senbatsu when Senbatsu is actually the election of girls anyway. Yeah, so if you buy a ballot and you vote for your favorite girl, and she gets in, she becomes queen of president of AKB48 for the year, the hell, I don't know. Anyway, this one crazy fan bought 5,500 copies of Everyday Katyusha. Like, think about that. Like, really. Really, think about that. Think of going out and buying 5,500 copies of a Lil Wayne single. Think about going and buying 5,500 copies of a Lady Gaga. Say, okay, you might do that. Okay, no, really, it's beyond belief. And really, I have no huge commentary on it because this is idol culture. This is what idol culture is. If you think you stan hard, I promise you, you do not stan like Idol Wota. And it isn't even the Senbatsu. It's not that. When Barry's single Heroin ni Naru ga came out, somebody bought, I think, like 1,000 or so copies of that thing, that shit. It wasn't even a great single, but just because we want to get our idols on the charts, this happens. I still don't know what happened with Paspo. I'm like huge stan for Paspo. They were #1 with a bullet their first day of sales on Oricon. The next week, they plummeted like hundreds of spots in the charts. So idol power is like, it has to be taken into consideration for the Japanese charts when a single or an album comes out. Because the first day or week that an idol CD or single is out, the sales are phenomenal because the stands come out, the Wota come out. Everyday Katyusha being a case in point, even though we know Everyday Katyusha is going to sell like crazy because AKB48 fever is pretty much at its peak, if not its waning time in Japan. So it's just, I wanted to just come on and say that somebody bought 5,500 copies of that goddamn single. For instance, I'm working 2 jobs so I can pay rent. I need that money. The fuck is wrong with you, Wota?